It seems to be working, right? If it is, then hello. Okay. So this is interesting. Okay. You can hear me in the background because I've got the stream window open. So this is interesting. Be able to hear me twice now. And you can hear me in the video catches up the stream. I've got the stream. Then you should be able to hear me 3 times, which you should be able to hear me twice. It doesn't pick up Safari. You can hear me in the video catches up the stream. I've got the stream. Then you should be able to hear me 3 times, which you wouldn't be able to hear me twice. It doesn't pick up Safari. You can hear me in the video catches up the stream. I've got the stream. Then you should be able to hear me 3 times, which you wouldn't be able to hear me. That is twice. It doesn't pick up Safari. You can hear me if the video pings up the stream. I've got the stream as well 3 times. So that wouldn't be why doesn't it go Safari? You can hear me if the video pings up the stream. I've got the stream as well 3 times. So that wouldn't be why doesn't it go Safari? You can hear me if the video pings up the stream. Top when I as well 3 times. So that wouldn't be why doesn't it go Safari? You can hear me how long will it take for the stream to talk when I talk as well 3 times? So that wouldn't why doesn't it go now? You can hear me. That's enough of that. Right. So, you may be aware of the fact that the stream has started a bit later than usual. That is due to Twitch having 3,790 reported issues in the last 15 minutes. Yes, so I don't know if Twitch will hold out for the entire stream. If the stream just cuts off, then that is why. If you can't hear me, if there are issues, then please type it in chat. I'll try my best to occasionally glance over there to see if something's up with that. So, with that being said, let me read chat. Testing, can anyone see this message? Says Kangofango. Twitch seems to be having quite a few problems right now. Please confirm that you see this message. Not sure if it went through. And the one before that with the link. Test? Anyone here? Yes? Sure? Do you see my messages? Yes? Good. Here's the link again. Yes. About Twitch having problems right now. Yep, seen that too. I have found that too. Good. Are you experiencing issues going live? I was, yes. I tried to go live about 6 times, and this time was the time that it actually went live. Twitch is having issues right now. Yes, I have seen that link. I have seen it. There we go. Aye. Yes, there you are. Oh, that's weird. This isn't confusing at all. It sounds like I'm drunk. Wait, how would you know what that sounds like? There you go. XD, XD, make it stop, we can't hear you explaining anything. Yeah, I was basically just talking because I wanted to hear what it sounded like. Sounds like a fever dream. Stop talking. Oh god, what did I come to? It's slowly petering out. XD, there we go. Thank gods. One hell of an introduction. Yeah, well, it was late. The stream started late, so it deserved a bit of something interesting. That was funny. Thank you. Twitch still has a lot of problems on my side too. We'll let you know if it cuts out. Yeah, very funny. It keeps cutting out a lot. Oh, doesn't for me, thankfully. You're busted now. So can you all still hear me? Type yes in chat if you can. Type no in chat if you cannot. I'm just going to wait until you... I'm just going to ask you there as well. Yes. Yeah, on my side it's just buffering. Busted for what? Well, you said that sounds like you were drunk. Which means that either it's what you imagine, but then you would have had to type, this is what I imagine it would sound like if I were drunk. But since you typed that this is what it would be like, you would have needed a point of reference, which means it says, it sounds like I'm drunk. That's what you typed. It sounds like I'm drunk. So, there we go. Everything else works perfectly but Twitch. I will wait a few minutes, then come back. Bye for now. Right, imagine. About sounds like I'm drunk. Yeah, never mind. Okay. So, this is going to be interesting. I have a friend who once said their year's resolution is to get me to try alcohol and get me drunk. Then I'm very sorry for that friend. Because their New Year's resolution will probably not be fulfilled, the way I know you. Which, I mean, in that case, it's a good thing. In that case, it's a good thing. Bye, Slovakia. Yes, see you soon, hopefully. Hell nah. Okay. Right, so let me just do another quick check to see if everything's actually set up correctly, because I may have missed something before I switch over. I'm doing this. Let's see. Right, that's okay. Is that all okay? Yes. I've only had alcohol once, and it was by accident, and it was disgusting. Well, if it tastes like it smells, then yes, I agree with that. You need tea. 3D. 3D tea. Right. Right, so that's all okay. Is there anything being shown here that's not supposed to be? No, that's all fine. Can quit that. Usually I do this beforehand, but because of the whole Twitch issue, I was dealing with that beforehand, so I couldn't really do that. That's okay. That should be good. Okay. Good. So, okay, the window's open. Right. So let me reach out and then we can start. It was quite a strong, sweet variant. Lambrini, phonetically correct, but still. Look at what you did to my suit, Shattered Ice. It's all stained. Your super suit? No, the blue one. With the ultraviolet stripes. I see. Let's go. Yahoo? Nah, I've got my own domain. I've not got an account at Yahoo. So, let's switch over. This is the correct thing. I'm not on the smaller one, so that's good. Yeah. Ugh. Better not use that. Off to a good start. Well, if you say so. If me not being able to go live for about half an hour is a good start, then yes, great start. Was about to say that. It was a perfect start to 2021. Right. So, is the size of this okay? Just a quick test. See if the size of this is of the text. Is the size of the text here okay? Can you read that? Let's go a bit far over. I think like this, maybe. Starts as one means to go on. Start as one means to go on. Yes, unless you intend to subvert expectations, in which case that is not very good advice. Unless people are expecting that, in which case it is good advice. But then you get into the whole backwards and forwards thing, where each subsequent step is exactly the same as the first two steps. So not thinking ahead at all, or thinking only one step ahead, which means that infinite complexity is literally the same as no complexity, or just one step of complexity, which is quite an interesting thing to think about. The pun, it's alright. Thanks. Not really, but do we need to? For me it is. Just about. Meh, true. You mean the reading thing? Well, I'll make it a bit bigger. Let's see is this better? Too bigger? Can you read it now if you wanted to, if you truly wanted to? Is this better? It's fine. Okay. Good. Okay. Now, that's it. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Enjoyed it. Good stream. Good start to the new year. Right, so tomorrow is Trains. So yes, this stream will be archived, and now shoutouts. So Kango Fango does... Wait, what? What's going on? XD? Why XD? Quality content? What? You're going to do what? He's joking? Am I? Oh, right. Oh, right, of course. The New Year's got me confused. Right, the stream was supposed to end a bit sooner. I'm sorry for going over time. I'm really sorry for going over time. I'll try not to do that as much in the new year as in the last year, which is not a New Year's resolution. It's just something that I want to be a bit better at doing. So, yes. Thank you all very much for watching. And wait a minute. He's joking? Am I? Oh, right. Of course I'm joking. This is weird and scarily convincing, like all you do. Well, in that case, I think I've achieved what I set out to do. So let's get on with the stream proper. Don't worry, I'm going to switch over. God, we're stuck in a loop. Charlize, don't waste our time like this. Get to Unity 3D XD. Unity 3D XD? Well, we're here. Right. So, Charlize, you missed some. Did I? Good size. It's just, right. What? He's joking. I know. He's joking. It's weird, but, Charlize, don't waste the time, XD. Did I? Is that a burrow? What did I miss? I didn't think I missed any messages. I'm not sure what I missed. That is not a burrow, no. By the way, there is something inside this cube, which I will try not to... Charlize, the last part of he's joking message. Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry. He's joking message. He's joking, am I? Oh, right, of course I'm joking. No, I did read that. I did read it. I did. Anyway. Yes, there's something inside this cube, which I don't want to spoil yet, so instead of working on the actual thing that's inside there, I'm going to be working with the cube. So, some things that have changed. One, I have added a new item. Oh, right, sorry. That's fine. I've added a new item. That is the memory shard. You can see. I haven't spell checked it, so memory shard here. Go inspect. It says a memory in crystal form. It weighs about 20 grams. Not sure if that's the right weight. I might change that. You get the feeling that you should hold on to this. This is truly precious and may be valued greatly by many a creature that lurks in the darkness. So, yes. Oh, hello there, little gate spirit. Right. Oh, it spawned right here. That's interesting. Didn't expect it to spawn right there, because this thing actually does have a random spawn position. Yes, so you can see it, now it's spawned over there. I'm not sure if it'll keep the purple light, by the way. That's one thing. And what I want to do today is I want to try to make the memory shard usable in some way, because the memory shards are going to be basically your HP, as it were. If you run out of them, then you lose the game and your character becomes lost traveling in this otherworldly world, which is how you lose the game. And then later in further playthroughs, you can find those other characters and maybe help them to regain their memories. However, there's only one half of it, because to make it interesting, I want to make the memory shards also act like a sort of currency. The memory shards are not only going to be stolen by some other creatures, but some more civilized creatures who want your memory shards are not going to try to steal them from you. However, they're going to try to trade you for them. So they're going to give you stuff for your memory shard. So that is the thing that I want to work on. I want to make a thing, like a bin, basically, where you can deposit a memory shard and then something happens. The actual thing that's going to happen, we won't work on now. However, I do want to make the cube with the purple light turn a different color, maybe green, when a memory shard is inserted. I'm not sure if we get to modeling the actual model for the item. I may just use a sphere or something as a placeholder. Yes, so that's the plan. So let's quickly read rest of chat. The design of the key, I think. The new item is inside the cube. No, the new item's in the inventory. It doesn't have a physical form yet. Like the key. Right. Shadows, could you at least put a cardboard texture on the cube? Nah, it's not necessary. I think that the suggestion to hold onto it is a bit cheesy. Well, yes, however, with the basics of the game, it's better to be a little bit too on the nose than not, I find. I think that it's better to explicitly tell the player to keep hold of them. Because otherwise, if the player just walks up to something and sees, oh, insert memory shard, oh, I have some, let's just insert it. Even though it's called memory shard, which should give you a hint that you shouldn't give them away, at least not all of the time. I mean, maybe I'll remove it, maybe I'll change it, but at this point in time, it seems like a good idea to keep it. So, is cheesy bad though? A sword of currency? A sword of currency. Yes. Which spawns coins when it's struck on a wooden surface? Maybe. You deposit a memory shard and then something happens. I'm guessing the garbage truck will pull up and empty the bin. Yes, I've got a garbage truck hidden inside this cube. Indeed. That is definitely the case. No, the thing in the cube. Never mind. Maybe change it to the character saying, maybe I should hold on to this. Perhaps, but those are details, which is that's the kind of thing which I do at near the end. I go through the game and think, okay, does this really work? Could use some polish, but at this point I just want to get it functional. However, that could be a good thing to change it to. Substitution, that's the word I was looking for, a good substitution. A thing in the cube might be the Dark Snatcher. Maybe, it could be. Yes! Imagine if we could hear it grunting and snorting from beneath it. XD Shadows, I wanna see it. Is it a Dennis one? A Duff one? Okay, I'm going to spoil a little bit. It's not a garbage truck. So, oh, one more thing I wanted to show you, which should confuse you a bit more. And that is, if I go over to the cube, snoring, not snorting. Oh, right, snoring, yeah. I see. So if I go over to the cube, then if I look at the ground here, you can see it says, in the center of the screen, it says E to sit. Now if I press E here, you can see the camera goes down to sitting position. I can't move the camera around, but I can look around, see? However, there aren't any constraints, so I can just spin the camera on its head, and then it's like this. But this is a thing where you can sit down. So, haha, that should confuse you. The gate vanishes, the trees turn upside down. Oh, that's odd. E-sit was really, really unseeable. Yeah, that's why I said it. So, okay. Save point. It's not a save point. The game will be saved each time you enter a new level. Shades. Oh, is the cube a gravestone? Nah. Hello, Shades. Hiya. Hey. Right, so, let's put the deposit thing in here. So, let's name it something like memory shard deposit. Let's just call it memory shard bin. That won't get confusing at all, will it? Right. So let's just put this somewhere sensible. So over here. And let's just give it a cube as a child object, just for now, just so it's a bit easier to work with. Right, so just like that. And let's give, actually no, that's not correct. That should be at 0. Valuables bin. Right. So let's give the actual memory shard bin a collider, a trigger collider, so the ray has something to interact with. So if I go into physics, let's do a box collider. Like that. Give it a trigger, and let's give it. Actually, did I have a layer for that? No, let's give it the interactable item interactable script, where at the moment we've only got the brazier. However, now I need to add another type, which is going to be the memory shard bin. Will you give the gem shader? I may very well do that. And a non-kinematic / frozen rigid body. Why would I want to do that? That's not misspelled, is it? Memory, no. Right, so memory shard bin. So, how does that work? Right, so player. Okay, if it intersects something, if it's a real item. Okay, so if it's got the item interactable, this is the case I want. So it will do all of this stuff if it's a brazier. If it's not a brazier, so else if item interactable dot type is equal to item interactable dot types dot memory shard bin, so that it doesn't sit in one place, so that you can push it around. Alright, non-kinematic. Alright, that makes more sense, of course. I read it as non-kinematic. I read non-kinematic / frozen rigid body. So I thought, wait, why would I give it a frozen rigid body? But yeah, it makes more sense. Non-kinematic, non-frozen, that's the way that was meant. I'm not sure what will the bin look like. I haven't quite decided yet. I would like it to have a flap. However, that is more in the future. Just like a regular modern day wheelie bin or something more magical. It's not really a bin, it's more of a deposit area. A deposit container thing. Oh, so the former. Well, so we've got memory shard bin. If it is memory shard bin, then let's... Right, let's make it... let's make it so the text says what we need to equip. Need memory shard to insert. Okay, need memory shard to insert. At this point, it'll just show it everywhere. Alright, where's Ghost Lady? Ghost Lady, well, if you're very quiet, you may hear her opening and closing doors upstairs. But I've had a talk with her, and she's, well, at least for the time being, not really going to appear in the streams. However, I can't promise anything. She may appear from time to time, but at the moment she's not going to appear. Not sure if the microphone picks that up, but the door, it does sound like it's opening and closing upstairs. And that is a genuine thing. It does genuinely sound like it's opening and closing upstairs. I promise you, that is not in any way meant insincerely. It's meant with complete sincerity. Do you hear that? Oh, she's back. Is she? Right. So, let's see if this works, or if I've forgotten something obvious. When I look at the... Actually, no, of course I need to parent it. Otherwise it's not going to be the same position. Well, actually, no, I'll just leave it at 10, 0, 10 for now, just so it's easier to find. Unless it's spawned in a tree. Let's do 3 by 3. I also heard a moan in the mic. Oh, that's worrying. Okay, so it's in the ground. It's not supposed to be in the ground. So, let's do 0.75. Well, this one, 0.75. Right. Does it need to have a special tag? That is issue. This is untagged default, untagged default, untagged default. Interesting. Oh, object reference not set an instance of an object. Line 58, which no, not 58. No, 58 was correct. 58. Why would it show that? I'm not... Come on, Brazier, lit. Why would it show that? Why? Because this hasn't... Oh, apparently I didn't change it. That was my mistake then. I didn't. Neither did I. Might be on your side. I heard female in the mic. Maybe. Maybe. Right. It's underground if it spawns on hills, so I need to retry until we don't spawn in hills, which seems to be a bit of an issue at the moment. Flat, there we go. And there you can see, it says, need memory shard to insert. There. Need memory shard to insert. So then we need to equip it. Let's see if this works straight away. So, right, we need to do... equipped item is equal to... Okay, so... Then... Right, well, let's do it like this. So first, we check for if the correct item is equipped. And if it isn't, that's when we display the text that we'd need to equip it. Which, by the way, is the memory shard. So, all items 2, I think it should be. If it is equipped, it's nice, but I changed the text to 0 to 5 memory shards, or whatever maximum number it is. No, in this case, it's just 1. It's just 1. The text is only supposed to need memory shard to insert. Or maybe equip is better. Equip. That's better. So I'll change it with the matchsticks as well to equip. Equip matchsticks to light, which is a bit clearer. Equip memory shard to insert. Right. So if we have got the correct item equipped, which should work like this, then let's see, what do we need? Well, I need to have different text. So let's do let's do pay. Pay with memory shard. Maybe that's too long. Maybe not. Pay with memory shard. Good. So, let's see if this works, or if there's going to be an error. And we spawn in hills. Actually, you know what? I can just give this the snap to ground script, which means that it will always be snapping to the ground, so it's not going to be in the ground. So, of course, we spawn on flatland. So, equip memory shard to insert. Go to memory shard, equip. Pay with memory shard. There we go. Now, if I equip something else, like a key, equip memory shard to insert. Here, and not inspect. Equip. Pay with memory shard. Great. Okay. Yes, game. Pay. Player. Press E. Game. Processing transaction. Please wait. That. On the one hand, that would be funny, but on the other hand, it would be. What's the word I'm looking for? Criminal, probably. Right. So, this works. So now. Where does it check if we have any? Equipped index count is less than equipped. Oh, I see. Right. So jarring. Yep, that too. So let's copy this. Actually, interactable item to trigger 0. That we can just work with that. That's fine. Here we go. Let's. If we press E, we're going to trigger a thing to happen on the cube and need to remove the item from the inventory. So, inventory item remove at Equipment admin null, equipment admin Nixon 0. That should all work fine. So now over on the interactable item script, we've got the trigger. This is what I want. So trigger will be triggered with an index of 1. And the index of 1, so if A is equal to, actually no, not 1, 2, it needs to be 2. Right? Right. Not 1, 2. So, right. Else if A is equal to, nope, not 1, A is equal to 2, then this is going to be, let's do memory shard bin insert. Shadice, if you have lots of money, I dare you to buy all DLCs for Trains 2019 in Steam. Well, if I had lots of money, I would buy all the DLC for Train Simulator. In addition to, if I only did stuff for myself, I'd also buy a new computer that was not already beyond its life expectancy, as well as doing lots of other interesting stuff. And that's let alone all the stuff I would do for other people. But since that is not the case, can't do it. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. The internet cut out, and then after that, OBS crashed. Let me read chat. Out of nowhere? Oh, lag! Twitch might have gone again. Knew it. Oh, network error. Still says you're live. It's not playing. 9 o'clock on the dot. Says he's live, but offline. That is really very strange. XD, yep, hold on. Alright, oops, whoopsies. It cut out and OBS crashed in that order, yikes. Hope you'll be able to sort it out soon. Whoa, okay, weird pic. This is not a picture, this is actually the stream, you can see. Why did it stop? It stopped because Twitch no longer worked. Either Twitch no longer worked, either Twitch crashed, or the internet stopped, and then OBS crashed. So, yeah. Whoa! Oh, ooh! Yeah, I can zoom in even further, and you can see it like this. You can see that. That's interesting, isn't it? If I zoom further out, you can see what it actually looks like. No? Just me? Okay. There we go. See? It was just basically this trick again of zooming in, and then because it's recording the stream, this is actually what it looks like, which is quite interesting. Right, so, you wanna give a warning? That wasn't that bad. And besides, if you suffer from epilepsy, then, that is kind of on you. I mean, if there are very, very strong, sudden blinking lights, then yes, giving a warning is considerate. However, that was nothing. That was nothing. Unless you meant something completely different. Looks like a dizzying screensaver. Yeah. Guys, my stream isn't loading. Try reloading the page. Yep. Ripple effect. Yes, yes. XD fits perfectly. Not just you. What? Creepy hillscape. Psychedelic. Yeah, kinda. Okay. Didn't know. Thanks. Anyway. Right. So, let's try this. Oh, did you Unity? No, it didn't crash. Great. What was it doing? Let's continue. I know how to actually say that. So, what was I doing? Right, testing whether it removed the item. Continue. Right. Let's equip memory shard. Let's press E. And yes, it has indeed removed it. And by the way, if you're wondering, the memory shard is has the item index of 0002. You can see here the exit gate key is 000, matchstick 001, 0001, 0002 memory shard. There we go. Right. Okay, what's next? So it works that it removes it, and then here I need to do some stuff with it. So, okay, so this is interesting. Because I want to generalize as much as possible. So, for example, I've got a script, this item interactable script, which you can see here, which I want to put on all items that you can interact with, not counting items you can pick up in the physical world, and maybe NPCs as well. So you can see it's the same script for the Brazier, it's the same script for putting stuff in the Brazier, and it's going to be the same script for putting, for paying with memory shards. So what I'm thinking of now is how can I make this script work for every case in which you're supposed to pay with memory shards by pressing E on an object. So my first thought is, okay, have another script, call that memory shard shop. Maybe not shop. Well, that is the first thing. Second thing, I wouldn't necessarily need to do that. If the memory shard bins always trigger something to happen on a different object. Not on the object that it's on, well, technically that could work as well, but on different objects, then I could just put in a send message on this one. So just send a message to an object that's linked to it, and then the things that are supposed to happen are going to happen there, in which case I can just link different objects depending on what I want this to do. So that's probably what I'll do. So where is it? Do I have... nope. So, right. So let's do, well, I need a variable to referencing it. So public game object, nope, uppercase G, game object. Let's do, well, actually, let's make this an array. Well, let's make this an array. Just to plan for the future, in case I want to link multiple objects to it. Links. Nice. Hehe. Should I? Oh, so will the summoners have this script? Oh wait, wrong game. Or maybe it's the right game. Who knows? Store, stall, shop, mall, supermarket, market, joint, purchase, house. No. So links, and then here we need to loop through all of the elements of that array. By the way, an array is a variable which is basically a list of variables. but all rolled up in one. So we need to loop through all of the elements of that array, and then give each of them a message to do stuff. Maybe just call it trigger or whatever, like we did here. So for int I is equal to 0, I plus I less than links dot length, because it's an array, not a list. If it were a list, it would be count, not length. And then you have to do links index of I dot, I'm not sure about the exact syntax of this, so we'll see if it works. Send message, and this basically calls a function of a given name. So let's just call it trigger, comma, and then send message options dot don't require receiver, I believe, if I've spelled it correctly. Of course. Oh, what am I missing? 43. Oh, right, of course. I've put this in the wrong way around. You did not see that. The namespace name game object could not be found. Did I mistype that? Ah, yes. Object. I typed object instead of object. Right. Let's see if this works. Well, actually, let's print. Well, no, it won't work, obviously, because we haven't got anything in there. So let me read chat first, then we can see where we're at. Right, game. Pretty sure this one's left. Well, it's the only one left, so it has to be. But mansions might be right. Not sure. Receiver, yes, 'tis correct. See what? See what? What? C. I had I had it, so it was int I equals 0, semicolon I plus, semicolon I less than links dot length. However, the I less than links dot length needs to go before the I plus, so those two were the wrong way around. XD, hello? Hello, Slavic Eagle, welcome, you have returned again. There were many more technical issues. This is the second stream. I had to stop it and start it again. Basically, Twitch or my internet cut out, and then OBS crashed. Then I had to force quit it and start it back up again, and now we're not rolling because this isn't actually a film roll we're rolling onto, but you get the point. Where's the wheel? Snap! Wink wink. Yes, finally it works. Called it. Haha, you came in right when Chris asked. What did he ask? Where's Slavic Eagle? That's what he said. Shadace, the size would be perfect. This size would be perfect. Oh, you mean this size would be perfect? Well, for me, one letter is this big. Yeah? And so an entire word, for example, the word forest flame color, for me is this big. Yeah? And when looking at this big, then my brain doesn't, with a lot of the longer words, doesn't recognize the word, but rather the individual letters, which is annoying. I get that this would be perfect, but can't really, that's, I mean, okay, I'll make it one bigger. There you go. Compromise. Oh. I dare you to buy all DLCs for Trains 2019 costs 144,055? Something like that. Oh, you're probably... Oh, right. Comma. Right, because if you're in Europe, the comma is probably the decimal. So it'd be 144.55. All right. All DLCs for TRS 19 cost 2,000 euros. I don't think there's should ever exceed the amount of £5. Okay, well, what if you dare to not follow that rule? Because that technically doesn't cost anything, but the implication does. Yeah, I get it. Thanks. I thought it was South America. I have no idea. Shades, one day you should buy a spirit box to communicate with Ghost Lady. Yeah, I mean, that is on my wish list. I just haven't had the time or the money for it yet. Ever, yeah. Sure. Okay, so what do we do next? Right, so we've got this thing, which if I go over here, yeah, you can see over here, there is now a links thing I can open up. And here I can put in elements. This is the array. So where it says links, this right here, is the same as this right here, this links. Cherries, I think it's currently on sale. They've got a buy one get one half price. Oh, interesting. So you can communicate with 1.5 spirits at the same time. Bold of you to assume that I have £5. Never did, but thanks. By the way, did you know pounds, British pound, is actually called pound because £1 coin was worth £1 of pence, I believe. The weight. Interesting that. Which is also where we get LBS for pounds from, because of the Roman word for it, libres. So I never did, but thanks. Good. Okay, so right. Next, I need to link it to something. That's neat. Yes, and it worked well with the old British currency system. I would suggest you have a look at Lindy Bage's video on British currency. That explains it very well. It's about an hour long, but it's very interesting. So let me actually parent this back to this thing, just so that I can see what it does. Now I need, well, let's do a let's do test trigger script, which I'm going to put on the test cube. It is not going to stay like this, but this is just a placeholder basically for when I put in the actual functionality of what you get by paying a memory shard. So here I need to have a public void trigger function, which is going to be called by the message object, send message. So here we go, and then let's just change the color. So get component mesh renderer dot shared material dot color is equal to color dot green. If I didn't mistype anything, that should work. Right, no errors. So right, so now I've put this script on here on the test cube, and this has this line, the trigger function, which should change the color of the material, which will then work if I link it. So now if I select the memory shard bin, and I open up the links array and drag in the test cube into here, you can see it's added there. It should make it green when I insert a memory shard. Oh, and it's spawned right here. How nice of it. Although, seeing as it's now parented, I need to remove the snap to ground, because that would put it in the ground, because it's always in the ground, because it's on a mound. Oh, we spawned in the portal circle. That's nice. So let's jump over there, let's jump over there. We jump very far, we jump very fast, we jump over there. There we go. That was a nice song. I hope it was nice. Never did, but thanks. Need that, yes. Have you ever tried to ask Ghost Lady what her real name is? I have, but she doesn't want to Sorry. Second. I have, yes, but she doesn't want to tell me. And to be honest, I don't want to press the issue. Although this does look good, doesn't it? How the purple illuminates the trees. That's good. I like how the tree turned out. Still not texture though, but I think the branches are basically finished now. So, Shadis, the ground texture really reminds me of the default one in OMSI 2. Does it? Really? This looks like the default one in OMSI 2? Has this many reddish tints to it? The one in OMSI 2 looks much more grayish and, well, drab, I think. Does it really? Yes, XD. It was enjoyable, yes, very nice. Thank you very much. Looks beautiful, Shadice. Is Kernel Trains 2.0? Oh, I had no idea. Right, so let's equip our memory shard. Not inspect it, let's equip it. Oh, and there's a nice little gate spirit. Hello, gate spirit. Safe journeys. Bye. Right. Shadis, with the lighting it doesn't, but the lighting you had just now did make it look like it. Oh, that's interesting. The OMSI 2 one is quite spotty too. Yeah, it is. So, if I pay it, the test cube here should turn green. It did not. That is interesting. So, really? Does this really look like it? Does this really look like the OMSI 2 texture? Doesn't the OMSI 2 one look a bit more drab? Anyway, so it didn't turn green. That might be because it's not actually got a material in it, only the default material. So let's make a test material, unless I already have one. Nope, creatures, bark, branches, curtains, red. Red? Well, let's just put red on there. That should work. It reminded me of it, yeah, a bit. Not really, but still. Okay. Jumping over there, we're jumping over there. We're jumping cause it doesn't make it faster. We're jumping cause it's nicer and it isn't as boring. We're jumping over there, we're jumping over there. We're jumping cause it doesn't make it faster, but it's less boring. So, here we go, equip that. Now does it get turned to green? Nope. So, let's see if it actually gets called. So let's do a print. So, print triggered on transform.name. So, Shadice, there's an error below your face cam. Yes, I saw that, but that is just an editor issue. You can see window, Unity editor, fallback editor, window, Unity editor, application layout, finalize play mode layout. And there's just an error there. That's a Unity thing. It's not got anything to do with what's going on there. But good spot. Good spot. Alright, never mind then. Yeah, it's fine. Also, I just realized I need to make the mound a bit bigger because it is actually sticking through. That is something I need to change. Right. Equip that. Now let's see if we get the message. No, we don't. Ah, that is interesting. That is very interesting. Did we get it in here? No, we did not. Let's turn collapse on, just so we're sure. So it doesn't actually link it. Test cube and the memory shard bin. We've got test cube in there. So maybe I've misspelled something. Send message trigger. Nope, that's spelled exactly the same way. Has Ghost Lady brought in a ghost dog too? I could hear barking on stream. Oh, that's strange. You're probably right. Are there any haunted places near your house? Like an abandoned house, museum, hospital, etc.? Well, I mean, this house is haunted. I mean, clearly. But other than that, there is an old quarry, maybe about 100 meters or so that way. Like, there literally is an old abandoned quarry there. Well, not abandoned, repurposed. But other than that, I don't think so. Anyway, so, what's going on here? Is this maybe this isn't being called. That could be the issue as well. Let's try to print from here. Print Testrinium. There we go. Oh, 5 people watching. Hello, 5 people watching. And hello, Gate Spirit. Bye. Right. Looks a bit ominous now that it's red. If you can see it on your screen. Which you probably should be able to. Right. So, it happened again. Although, on the plus side, we've got some very warm lights. I can make this brighter, so you can see just how bright my monitor can get. And then let's reduce the brightness again. Something like that's fine. Right, the exact same thing happened again. Twitch or my internet cut out. Probably Twitch cut out. And then OBS crashed. Yes. So let me read chat. And then let's give this another try. So hold on again. Oh no, lag or buffering. Not again. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Ugh. Stream cut out. No. Yes, luckily OBS did give me a notification that the stream got interrupted. The stream got broken. So I knew that I wasn't live, so I didn't just babble on to myself without anybody being there to hear it. Which, now that I'm saying it like that, sounds strange. I mean, it looks appropriately strange, doesn't it? So, Charlize, you have a lot of editing to do to upload this. Well, not really. I just need to download the clips and then just splice them together. That's basically it. It's not really that much editing. But thank you for your concern. Just when it was getting ominous, we're back. Oh, here we go again. Reduce brightness to 0 just to show us. There we go. That's brightness 0. Right. Still keeps buffering a bit. That's nice of OBS. Yes, it is. Right. So, this is also quite entertaining, I believe. So if I zoom in on the edge, you can see how this happens. Right. So, see if I zoom in and out, it does this sort of thing, which is quite interesting and not at all nauseating. It's not at all nauseating, right? Anyway. Nice. What? Thanks. Seems to be fine now. Ah! Right. So, let's give this another go, shall we? I'm getting a headache from that. Okay, I've already stopped. What soul trait are y'all? There's patience, bravery, integrity, perseverance, kindness, justice, hate, fear. Well, patience, yes. You can tell by the fact that I'm still willing to stream even after all of this is going on without being annoyed, basically. So patience, definitely. Bravery, well, considering that I went onto a stage in front of 300 people, which had only been like the third time or fourth time I'd ever been on stage, I'd say so, probably. Integrity, definitely. Perseverance, yes, again, going to link you back to this, to continue with this thing. Kindness, always. Justice, yes, I have a very strong feeling of justice. Hate, in some cases, yes. There are some things that I do hate, which they're very, very rare. Yes. Fear, yes, of course, because fear is healthy. If you fear the correct things, fear can save your life. And if I didn't fear something, so here's the difference. Right, so you've got bravery and you've got fearlessness. To be brave, you have to be afraid of something, but do it anyways. Not let the fear stop you. That's bravery. Fearlessness is if you're just not afraid of something. If you do something and you're not afraid of it, then you're fearless in that regard. Which is, there can be no bravery there, because bravery, again, needs fear. So, all of those, yes. He's having far too much fun with this. Of course I am. Can I be all at once? Can be at least 2 to 4. Well, my character then does not conform with your rules, I'm sorry to say. I'd say integrity, kindness, justice. If I had to choose out of all of those just 2, then yes, I would also choose kindness and justice. Although justice is a kind of kindness, really, if you take it from a certain perspective. A fearless hero is nothing but a shadow of unachieved bravery. Or unarchived bravery, as you did not type. Am I right? I'm right, ain't I? Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're right. So, right, what were we doing? Right, the test thing. All right, no, it didn't. It didn't work. So why didn't it work? So, player. Yes. Hello, player. XD, calm down, Socrates. I mean, I would, but considering that the guy's been dead for many, many, many hundreds of years, my guess is he's probably already pretty calm. So, yes. Right, so what did we do? So, so here we go. We know that this gets called when you press E because the item gets removed from our inventory. So this stuff does run. These 3 lines work. It's just this that's not working. So interactable item dot trigger 2. Interactable item is the item we're currently looking at. It's the same as up here. I think. What is it up here? We've got interactable. Yeah, interactable item is equal to hit or transform the game to get component item interactable, which should work. Does it? That's no. It has to. It has to because. Yeah, it has to because it goes into here, which means it has to compare something that has to do with the interactable item, which means it can't be 0, it can't be null, which means that is working. This is working. So we've got the correct item equipped. It's just this that's not working. Why isn't this working? We've got interactable item, trigger, takes an A. Aha! I've got it! I've got it! I've got it! It's right there. It's literally right there. It is right there. It's staring you all in the face, and it knows where you live. It's right there. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's really literally right here in this bit of text. I'll read chat, and then I'll fix it. I achieved my goal then, Shattered Ice. Great. We can't really calm him down anymore. He's a ghost. Watch out, here he comes. Remember the Coxina? Y'all spell it wrong. Spelled Coxina. Don't know what that is, sorry. Oh, right, is that game that you recommended, or is it something different? Oh, it's probably the game that you recommended before, which was the bullet hell thing, if I remember correctly. Unless I mistake it. I'm mistaking it. Interesting. What was that again? A Steam logo? Don't give it to me, XD. No! It's Coxina. The spelling you say it Corina. It's Coxina. It knows where you live. Yes, I thought you might find that funny. No, it's a food at Kango Fango. Sure. I've got it, of course. Maybe it's a horse? It doesn't need to rhyme. But it should be on time. In the thine. Oh, right. Chalice, which line? No, it's right there. No, I'm gonna fix it. So you can see, this didn't get called, even though A was 2. Why didn't it get called? Because this entire block here only runs under the condition if this is of type Brazer, which it's not. It's of type memory shard bin, which means that it doesn't go into this entire thing, which means it can't get to this place to run, which means I can delete the test thing, I can copy this stuff out, delete this, go into else if, and then go into type is equal to types dot memory shard bin, and then put this stuff in here, and then I can actually just go over to this one and delete this bit, and now it should work. If it doesn't work, then there's something else wrong with it. Which one? Oh, oops. Oh, oopsies. Haha. But that is what I love about coding. One of the things is, if it doesn't work, the likelihood is it's your fault. Unless it's some kind of bug with the program you're using to code in. But most of the time, like 97% of the time, it's your fault. Just like that. Which means that you get to feel smart when you finally solve it. Yes. Yes. Also, I like the logic of it. But, here we go. Equip. Does it get green? Yes. See? It got green. It worked. It worked. See, it went green. You get to feel smart. Brilliant. Right. See? It worked. It turned green. Yes. Yeshies. Yeshies. Yeezys. And all that. No, please don't put all of that, because that would be a lot. Right. So here we are. That's it. Oh, and of course it saved the color because I changed the shared color of it, so of course it didn't. But, so, yeah, because the thing is, I changed the shared material color, which means it changed it with on the asset. So, if I only do material.color, should that work? I mean, if it doesn't work, then that's fine, because this is only temporary. But let's try this out. Actually, I can equip it just now. Not Matchbox. Memory shard. Equip. Haha, alright. Just those then. That's so weird. It doesn't reset. Yeah, because I changed on the shared material, which is the asset. Oh, hello there, little gate spirit. Right. So let's try and see if it works. Yep, still works. Now if I go back out, Yep, now it works. That's the difference between using dot material and dot shared material. Both are useful for different things. In this case, material will suffice. So, what to do next? Yes. Good. Okay, what to do next? We've got 15 minutes left. So, what to do? I guess I could start working on an animation for it to drop down, although I know I'd probably do that on the model itself. So I'd probably do that in Blender. I'd have to rig it for it to open, which means I had to model it, which means that I'd have to kind of give away what it is, which means that that won't work. Right. So, what else would be good to do now? Well, I could show you what's in the cube, but that is not something I want to do now, so I won't do it. Let's see, what else? What else? Let me think for a little bit. Got this. I can't extend this at the moment because that would mean I'd need to load the model in Blender, which would mean that you would see what's inside of the cube. I'd be happy with watching until 22:30. Oh well. Yeah, maybe. So, I guess I could start working on some shrubland for some shrubs to be in the forest, but it's not really something I want to do either. What can I do? Well, I'll update the log. I'll update the log for now, and then we'll see what we do. Yeah, I'm just going to do it here. So, here we go. Begun making... Actually, well, yeah, making memory shard bins. There we go. Yes. So, I've added that. Now what? Now what to do? Because the thing is that all of the other stuff that I've got planned depends on me being able to... All of the other stuff that I've got planned depends on me being able to spend memory shards, for which I need to finish the model to do with the other thing, to basically have the animation for it to work, for it to actually trigger something to be, because this is basically going to have, is a way to get items, for the player to get items. So I need to do that before doing the other stuff, which means that won't work. Well, I'll read chat, then maybe we can do something interesting. Oh well, shrubsies, yay. Sure. Be right back, bye. Spoilers ahead. Nithok Theatre? Haha, you saw it. Hehe. Yes, that is the name. I mean, the name's been here all along. Yeah, so, and you could have also seen the name over here. I won't click on this, because then it will show the model. But, yeah. By the way, theatre can mean a lot of different things. Well, a few different things. I beg your pardon. Oh, get up off the floor. There's no need to beg. Back. Huh? Also, a log? You'll update a log? I had no idea. You already made one for the game. Oh, I did. It's attached to the rest of the trees. What I miss? Welcome back. He just entered something in his log file. The log of what he did with the game and when. List, if you will. Well, log. You insinuating that reading chat isn't interesting? Perhaps not. floor. I was on the ceiling. Well, that's fine. Yes, sure. Right. Bruh. Bruh. Bre. Bru. Hey. Okay, I can see that this is a bit boring, getting a bit boring now. So, and we've only got 10 minutes left, really. I'm not sure that... I was thinking about some other things I could start in this. Like maybe making the functionality for the portal to load into different type of level, but then that would take longer. Not really sure what to do now. I mean, if you've got any suggestion, please let me know. 40 minutes left. Extended half an hour as it's what you missed earlier from the start. Sure. Let's try that. Let us do that. Actually, I've got an interesting thing we do. We could add another tile, another terrain tile, which could be quite good. So, let me put in... well, let's duplicate flat. What would this be called? Let's do... Is that the right way to spell it? Yes. Right. So... yes. This is also a type of tile which I had in the previous version of this game. Yes, please. Yeah. Moreland, nope. Terrain more, nope. Spikes? What? Yes, indeed. So, right. Can I duplicate this and call it spikes? Put that in there. And then can I change? This is always a bit tricky. I need to go into, I believe I need to go into the debug menu. And then right here, I can do forests, no, not forest, yeah, forest spikes, right? Into here. Then go back to normal view. And then I should have successfully changed this to the other one. And let's put in the flat one beside it so that I can see whether it is truly two different terrains or not. Right, so not texture, I want raise or lower. Does this change it over on the other side as well? No, it does not, so that is good. You can see it is a unique terrain, otherwise it would change it over here on that one as well. So it worked. Great. Which means I can apply this. And yes. So, in a Paradise game? What is this madness? This utter madness. Again, we're back to Soros. That's fine. Okay, back. Welcome back. Yes. Haha. This is going to be interesting. So, I want to make some quite large hills here. Flowing hills, probably best way of describing it. I want this to be kind of 3 quarters in a way. So I want one that's kind of up here, want one that's over here, with like a little valley in the middle. So a bit like this. What does that look like from down below? Well, it looks okay, but actually I think it also needs a little bit of a hill in the middle. So something a bit like this, maybe. Maybe. Or is that too steep? That is too steep. Well, how steep is it over here? That is also quite steep. So actually I'm going to redo that, and then I'm just going to smooth everything out of it. Smooth it out. So, smooth height. Let's use the wrong one. Does that work, or is that... No, that is not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Let's instead try to lower the terrain. Ooh, that is... Oh, right, because of the intensity, yeah, that makes sense. Let's just try to lower it over here a bit. How does that look? Well, we've got this little dip in the ground here as we're approaching the hill, which I'm not that keen on. Can I undo that far? Yes, I believe I can. Right, so let's maybe just use this one. Actually, you know what? No, let's leave it up. Let's just leave, well, maybe not this much. Maybe let's just leave it like this. Then get rid of the tip of this one. Just like this. And the rest, let's leave it as it is. And then, well, well, I mean, I can put it in as a tile just to see what it looks like when it generates. So here we go. Spikes into WorldGen forest tiles array. Delete this. Let's see what it looks like. Yes, it has pond. It doesn't have any... Oh, right, that reminds me. I will need to raise the the valid spawn points, actually. But you can see that the hills are indeed here. I'm not sure that I'll keep them this this tall. But you can see they do spawn. And it does look okay. So if I load it in here. Yes, you can see that this one up here on the top right, top left, and bottom left are the spike ones. And there is a bit of a seam at one edge. I need to fix this. Ah, there it is. There it is. Alright, let's just do another interesting visual effect. There we go. We're back. Yes, we are. You can. Oh, sometimes if I'm speaking quite loudly, it does tend to max. Sometimes, but it's okay. So yeah, basically a whole bunch of stuff in chat. It'll be interesting too. Now you've got me excited. A Milton Valley in the middle. No. No. Will there also be a pond tile? A pond tile? Maybe. With reeds and such. Dip is good. No. Yay, looks great. No. Oh, never mind. No. Oh, that was that there. No. Oh, never mind. No. Oh, for God's sakes. Must be the storm or something. I don't think so. I think the issue is with Twitch, not with my internet. Although I may be wrong. So, gone again, yes. Why Twitch? Hold my beard. Not really. Hold on, trying, can't load the page, gonna try clearing stream, which did work. It did help. Either it would have worked anyway, or it did help, I don't know. Right, good luck. Okay, gonna start the base again. We're back. He attack, he protect, but most importantly, he'll always come back. Oh, deep raspy voice. I always come back. Was that deep and raspy enough for you? Oh yes. Oh yes. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Thanks for sticking through this difficult time. Yes indeed. You missed my good rough hold. Perfect voice, Jedi's. Scarily good. Thank you. Yes. Right. Hopefully I don't need to, I'm not going to scroll up because I don't want to waste any more time. Yeah, I know, shocking. Hopefully it doesn't freeze. Right, so first things first. Right, I want to put in the spikes of this spike style. So I know it didn't. Yeah, great. I didn't want to really scare you. So, because you heard the noise in the background. So, yes. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Well, let's make the spike. Let's make... Actually, no. I can just probably use the... can I? No, I'll make a new one. So, we'll hop in the blender. And the grain. Yeah, that's true. Alright, so save this. Back. Let's create a new one. Call this terrain features or terrain features. Let's call it spike 1 LOD 0 because I may have different level of details for this. Sure. Also, the I always come back think was from FNAF. Was it really? I always come back. That's in plenty of other stuff as well. That's not a thing specific to that, as far as I'm aware. Right. So loud 0 thing. Yeah, 30-man thing. Okay. Actually, no. Let's not do lot 0 because I may want to save them separately. So let's just do normal one. Right. Spring traps cat trace. Ah, I see. So it was that. Right. So let's start with a cube. Right. So I'm going to make this roughly the shape I want. Something like that. I thought that it was a Terminator reference with the "I'll be back," especially the way that is, the way you spelled it. Sherry's looks a bit like our tree. Yes, it does at the moment, but it will not very shortly. So. Probably, arguably, I should have done this before I moved him out, but it should still work. No, it doesn't. I need to undo the things of moving it because, yeah, that makes sense, unfortunately. So let's just do it like this first. Because I want to round this off. So let's do it like this. Maybe the toppermost vertices to center. Maybe. Or I could just do this. But I'll think about it. I will think about it. I think this is probably better. Right, so that is good. Now let's make all these faces roughly the same size, so like this. Which will allow me to make the scale a bit more like I want it. I said merge. Yeah, that's what I meant. What did I say? Right, so that is good. Now let's give it a... where is it? I think it's called something like multi-resolution. Multi-resolution, there we go. It is exactly that. So, let's do subdivide. Let's have it all at 1. So now, actually, is that good? Yeah, let's do it like this. Actually, let's do another subdivision like this. Which means that if I then go into sculpt mode, I can sculpt this like I want. And by the way, in this, there is a very interesting feature of mat caps, so material caps. So you can give it temporary materials. You won't be able to see these in when you export it. This is just... oh, that's wrong. Oh, right, I need to do it in this one then, smooth. Shade smooth. Right, so mat caps, material caps, basically gives it test materials, so you can see what it might look like. But these aren't actually materials that you can use in Unity, for example. So you can change it to look basically like you want, which can be very, very useful. Very, 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 very useful indeed. It can be very useful. It can be very useful. It's also fun to play with, if you haven't noticed yet. Yes. Let's just choose one of them, which makes it easy to see what's going on. Let's just use this one. Right. I haven't actually used the sculpt thing in this version of Blender yet. Oh, that's mirroring. I don't want that to mirror. Where can I turn that off? Is it in the N menu? Nope. Is it in the T menu? No, that is the T menu. Does it appear somewhere? Sculpt mode? Nope. View. Set pivot. Oh, where is the mirror thing? Is it over here? Tool. Ah, these are these settings. Symmetry, there we go. Nope, do not want any symmetry. Right. So. Yes, this is, I'm basically sculpting the model. If you haven't noticed already, this is supposed to be a sort of a rock, a menhir type thing, rock spike basically, which is hence why it's called the spike tile. I want this to also look, I do want it to look natural. However, I also want it to look a bit worked. How about I subdivide it again to give us a bit more detail, even more, and draw sharp. What does that do? Oh, that does that. Oh, not sharp. No, it is sharp. That digs away at it. That's fine. It does shift. No, shifts. Wait, does shift smooth? Oh, I see. Shift just does that. And control subtracts, I see. We've got clay, which, yes, I remember, that is that. Clay stripes. That may be interesting. That may be good. Clay thumb. Oh, right, yeah, because with thumb, you can kind of, it's like you're molding clay. So you can just draw it around like you wish. And you can create something truly ugly if you want. Layer, nah. Inflate, nope, do not want to inflate anything. Blob, beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the walls. Nope, crease, that is what I was looking for, I believe. Yes, crease. Actually, you know what? I think the multi-res thing, maybe I should just apply it, if I can. I need to go out of the mode. No, well, in that case, just leave it. So this is what I wanted. I wanted to make these creases in here, which basically just squish up the material. Because I wanted this to look a bit strange. Sort of like this. I don't want it to look like a potato goddess, because that's already something else. So something along the lines of this. Not sure how much you can see of this on stream, unfortunately. Then let's put in like a little Y section up here. Let's make this go down over here, then down like this. And this is the last bit that I have. Let's just put in a nice straight bit down, just down there. Just like this. Yes, this is what I was looking for. Although this bit is a bit too bulbous, I think. Let's just do a little bit like... well, just sort of like this, I think. Aha, this is what I want. Although no, this is again too bulbous. Or maybe that's good in this case. I'm not sure. No, I think this is better. Right. So, let's save this. And I'm curious, if I export this, will it have the multi-res already applied, or would I need to apply it? 1 FBX. And here, let's see what it looks like if I drag it in. Where is it? Terrain features. There we go. Ah, great! It's already got it applied. Has it? Actually, no. Has it? Oh, I don't know. It must, surely. Well, let's look at it with shaded wireframe on. Does this look like the amount of faces it should have? If I go into layout, go into wireframe. Ah, I see it doesn't show them. That's a bit annoying. Actually, no, if I go into display options, I should be able to... visibility, not visibility, viewport, display, wireframe. Oh, no, it doesn't. That's annoying. It should have applied them. Anyway, okay, let's give this thing... do I want to do that? Do I? Yes, sure. Let's give it... well, actually... how big is it? Well, quite big. Okay, so... I'm going to give it the snap to ground script. Then I'm going to delete the terrain. And we'll just see where it happens to spawn. So... oh! Right, the hills are definitely too high up, because if we spawn in the spike style, it just literally resets. We just fall through the ground. Ah, and there it is, and it's floating. Of course, it's floating. Anyway, so this is about the size of it. I'm still not sure if the creases have... I may need to export an ambient occlusion map in Blender, and then put the rock texture layers on top of that in Pixelmator or something like that. But yes, this is the sort of thing I want. Yes, and that's why it's called the spikes biome, or spikes tile, or whatever it's called. Oh, and the red box spawned here as well. Yeah, these hills are definitely too tall, I think. Definitely too tall, I think. Yeah. Although, maybe it's fine. So, right. That's all good. so let's see if I can, well, first of all, let's try to unwrap it. Let's just use Smart UV, where is it? Smart UV project. To unwrap it, that should be fine. Now let's see if I remember how to export a map, a UV map. So let's create a new file. Let's call it Spike1 ambient occlusion, so AO. Let's do 124 by 124, well 1024 by 1024, there we go. It should be unwrapped. Let's actually do another smart. That should be okay. Although this looks like it's, no, it's just, let's change. Hopefully fine. Right, now let's see how this works. It should be in the render tab, if I remember correctly. Ambient occlusion, or is it somewhere else? Render properties. Where are the bake settings? Post-processing, nope. Oh, here we go. This should be it. Nope, that's not it. That's yeah, that's the other thing. I'm not sure how to do it in this version of Blender, and I'll just need to have a quick look at this. Bloom, depth of field. Let's just turn this on. Volumetrics, performance, hair, shadow, nope. Film. No. Actually, let's enable. No, don't need transparency. Simplify, grease pencil, freestyle, color management. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's a cycles thing. If I switch over to cycles, the rendering engine. Switch over to cycles. Bake. There we go. That's why I couldn't find it. Ambient occlusion. Let's try hitting bake. No, active image found. Add a material bake to an external file. Oh, I see. That makes sense. So output. That's fine. So I need to give it a material. So let's go in here, add a new material. Do I need to give it a texture as well? Let's see. Bake. No active image file material. Sure. Let's give it the material then. So, no, the image, sorry. Where is it? Not really sure how to do it in this version of Blender. May need to look this up later. I wanted to export this. Well, I can just look it up now. So, Blender 2.8 bake ambient occlusion. How to bake textures? Oh, well, that's a YouTube tutorial. I don't want to watch that now. There we go. This is a bit older. Right. Very exciting, I know, just reading stuff. Yeah, so we've got bake settings here, so setup. Actually, cycles, shaders, and lighting can be baked into image, textures, there's a few different purposes, mostly commonly. Yeah, no, I know what I want to use it for. Baking requires a mesh of a UV map and an image texture node with an image to be baked to. Oh, I see. The active last selected image node is the used for baking. So I probably need to go into the actual material. So if I go into here and then I need to use the whereas use nodes, or does it always use nodes now? Okay, well, let's just split this. a horizontal split like this. Let's turn this one into shader editor. And in here, do I need to, is there such a thing as an output? Material output, light output? Well, let's see, what does the thing say? Use render, bake in intensive light shadow set solutions such as, okay. Main object, you will not have to. Cycles uses, render, settings, sure. Okay. Selected to active, that's not what I need. Output. Okay. Let's see if there's another thing that's helpful. What does this look? What is this? Oh, I see. Is this? Ah, so it is just image texture. Put that in there, then put in the thing. And if this is selected, does it now bake to it? Is that how this works? Oh, that apparently is how that works. A bit strange, I will admit, but it kind of makes sense. Right, so it has roughly worked. I need to change some things. Ambient occlusion. Where is it? It uses the scene settings, if I believe correctly. So this is output properties, the lighting things. Layers, nope. This is scene properties. Audio, units, keying, no, audio. This one? What is this one? World properties, maybe that's the one I want. Actually, no, the thing from before. That said something about that, didn't it? If I go in here, go to this again, it said Cycles uses the render settings, samples, bounces for baking. This way the quality of the baked textures should match the result you get from the rendered scene. Oh, I see, so it is in the render settings then? Question mark? Oh, sampling. Although I want to change the brightness of it, so to say. I could change that in a video, not video, image editor as well. I just want to see if I can change the, no, but the background color doesn't change anything. Neither does this, well. What if I turn on, well, what if I change the strength of the background color to 0.5? Would that change anything? Or did I not select that? And that no, but it is working. It is working. Let's see what it does. Ah, it does change it. It does change it. That is interesting. That is good to know. It does change it. So if I change the background lighting strength to maybe like 0.25 and then bake it again, and it does also bake to the right texture, so that's perfect. So if I bake it again, by the way, the timer's down in the bottom right corner for how long the loading bar for it, to see how long it will take to finish. There we go. Yes, that looks better. Although it does look oddly similar to the previous one. Maybe it doesn't take it into consideration? I will have to do further research into this. But for now, I want to export this image. So, I can save it. Is there an export image? save. Save the image with current name and settings. Yes. So let's do, well, that's good name for it. Save it. Quit it. Well, I don't think I need these anymore. So now, if I go into, well, let's create another material for it. So if we go to a new folder, let's call it also terrain features. And let's create a new material, which will be spike 1. If I apply this material to this, then I can go into albedo, and I should be able to... oh, that doesn't work. Why doesn't that work? Oh, maybe I need to... oh, right, because of the unwrapping thing. Of course, I need to export it again because it's unwrapped differently. Hopefully that's the reason why. There we go. Let's go into File, Export. Nope, File, Export, FBX. Select the correct name. Export, which should replace it. There we go. That... oh, has it got rid of the material? Does this have any creases, like on the texture? I believe it does. I believe it does. If I change this to be a bit darker, now you can't really see it, unfortunately. That is quite unfortunate. I was hoping you'd be able to see it a bit more. Well, I can just quickly open it up, not in... well, actually... yeah, sure, let's do it in preview. This thing... where is it? The color... not that. This thing. Let's change the... well, let's change the contrast. Well, no, shadows should be... let's try it like this. Okay, let's try it like this. Let's save it and see if that changes anything on here. Well, it has made it a bit darker, but you can't really see the difference. I will need to play with that offline, but for now, let's just... well, it's already at 100 by 100, 100. So, there we go. It looks better than it did before, but still not exactly how I would like it to look. I'd like the creases to be a bit more obvious by having it darker in those areas. I might have to play with the settings in Blender a bit more, or do it manually in Pixelmator or Photoshop. But yes, this is what the spikes will roughly look like in the spike style. So, oh, we've gone past the half-hour thing. So, I'm sure someone already commented that in chat. To be honest, I really forgot that I was streaming. I was just trying to figure out the issue. No, not the issue, the mystery of how to export ambient occlusion in Blender 2.8 and above. I completely forgot. I'm sorry for going that much over time. I'll read... oh, there's this message. You know, you can private message me, but I'm not going to see that pop up anyway. I only see that on that monitor over there, which is right beside the chat. So if I'm not paying attention to chat, I won't see that either. So unfortunately, that doesn't change anything. Although, I suppose I could... do you have my telephone number, Mr. W? I could give you my telephone number, and then you could just call me up and tell me, oh, you're running overtime. However, that might startle me, so probably not do that. Unless I can turn the volume down a lot. But yeah, so let's just quickly read chat and then end the stream. There's a lot of chat. A lot of chat. Why is there so much chat? Why is there so much chat? Okay. I said merge. You said maybe. Oh, right. But same difference, really. With this, at least. Charice. At the moment, it looks like the ghost from the Geister board game. Oh, yes, it did kind of. It did kind of. The good ghosts and evil one. And evil ghosts, yes. Charice. On the top, I think. Yeah, oh. It wasn't. Ah, well. Good that you found it. The rock? Mania.blend. No. Does it really look like him? Chiseled like him, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Ah, haha. Truly ugly. Floor, not walls. But I get why you sung it incorrectly. Really? Are you sure it wasn't walls? Glides and slides across the walls. Slides across the floor. Are you sure that it wasn't walls? I seem to remember it being walls. But I may be wrong. Because of Thunderstrike. Copyright? Ooh. Oh. Well, no, it was my rendition of it. I sung it. It was a cover of it. I didn't actually copy their song and put it on stream. I sung it myself. It is my own rendition of it. I don't think that can be copyright claimed. Legally, anyways. I think. I'm not certain of it. Oh, XD Potato Goddess. Yeah, looks like a cross between a partially melted chocolate Santa and an organ. Yeah. And this time I don't mean the instrument. DXD? I haven't heard of that role-playing game. Tell me more. XD. Yes, let's give it a name. Haha, looks very creepy. It's hanging from a leaf. It's hanging from a tree. Like a hive. A creepy hive. Yes, however, beehives, I believe, I may be mistaken, I believe are only man-made ones. I think the actual natural home of bees, or wasps, is called a nest, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time, but I believe that is the case. Shall I add a margin to it? Not sure what that's referring to. Maybe. To the SmartGB project. Oh, that! Well, it works fine the way it is, I think. Should this bake settings show up if you change the rendering to cycles? Yeah, I figured that out. In one of the top windows. Read chat, please! Thanks. I am reading chat, yes. No, don't look it up later. Look it up now! I did. I've told you how to do it, XD. The bake thing. Read chat, don't look it up now. Don't look it up now? You just said I should look it up now. You said, no, don't look it up later. Look it up now. And you say, don't look it up now. How funny. Especially since it's all a mute point anyway. Also, Shadows, it's 2.9 or 2.8, I'm pretty sure. Yes, but the big change was done in 2.8. So if I search for 2.8, more people are going to have asked questions about that, because that was the first version that had all the new stuff where people were experimenting with it. Read. I am. The. Chat. Yes, I'd love to, but we've already gone a lot over time. XD. Please. I see. Yeah, you're reading stuff. Call him. I don't know. Somebody do something. That is funny. And the thing is, I've also got my Discord turned off, so I wouldn't even hear a ping. I really need to give Mr. W my number so that he could call me, which means that I would probably need to somehow make the telephone less noisy, because even on its lowest volume, it is so loud. But you know what you aren't reading? Chat! Well, you are now, but you weren't then. Yes, XD. There's no use. Huh? Nope. You wanna split the stream again? Oh yeah, stream's gonna end again soon, maybe. If the 30-minute interval keep up. So bye in advance. You'll probably start it again if it does happen, but still. Is he modeling a grain of rice? No, I'm modeling a really creepy rock spike menhir type thing. XD, no, a rock. Misshapen menhir. Could you give Shari a ring? I don't know anybody named Sherry. Yeah. Tell him to read chat. Oh, that's what it was referencing. Yeah. Yeah, it's a rock. Looks like a meteor. Blast air horn. XD Shad Eyes. But for now, me, yay, he'll read chat, Shad Eyes. I'll save. Aww. I'm sorry. I just got carried away with it. Because it was because I was learning something new, and when I learn something, I tend to get very caught up in it because I find learning fascinating. So yeah, sorry about that. Also, yes, there was XD. That looks grand. That looks grand in it. That doesn't make sense. That looks grand, isn't it? Doesn't make sense. Shadows, remove the texture and add it back to see if it has creases. Yeah, play with it offline and off stream. Yeah. Shadows, could you climb the spike right in the end? No, he doesn't have a collider. I just go right through it. LMAO. XD. Wait, XD. You're saying just doing what he told me to do. You're saying you forgot? You're saying you forgot about US? No, actually, I didn't forget about the United States. They're constantly on my mind, in fact. What, XD? This is preposterous. Maybe when lockdown ends, we can exchange numbers. Well, I can give you my number anyway. Lockdown doesn't have to end before we do that. Outrageous. Or private messages. Shadows glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. Oh, right. Glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. I don't know how the tune goes. That a splotch, a blotch. Be careful of the blob. That's how it goes. You wouldn't think that was the theme music to a horror film, but it is. Sci-fi horror. I was right. Yeah, true. Big change in 2.8. Sure is also about the looking up and not looking up. It made sense when I sent it. XD. Keeps up, not keep up. I meant keeps. Rock, spike, manure type thing. Yes, a rock, spike, manure type thing. That's what I'm looking for. Actually, I need a clothespin for my nose. That's a manure type thing. What? XD. It's fine. That's grand, innit? That's what I meant. Alright, that makes more sense. Shadows, you ruined it! Take us, the us part. No, I didn't ruin it. I simply read it differently, because usually abbreviations are capitalized. And all around the wall. Right, all around the wall. Oh, you're right. There is a wall there. So, I'm really sorry for taking that long. That's how it's pronounced. Pronounced, yes. So, as you can see, the Friday game dev goes from 8 to 10. It's currently 47 past 10. So thank you all very much for watching. Yes, Kango Fango does lovely stuff. He streams OMSI 2 map development, Trains map development. He streams driving games like American Truck Simulator, Extreme Truckers, that sort of thing. Very interesting. Also have a look at Slavic Eagle. He streams too when his internet holds out. He streams Trains map development, driving games, Train Simulator, that sort of thing. Also check out Central Europe. It's a huge map for trains. Just look at it, look it up, then you'll know what it is. It's great. It's free, still in development, free, will always be free. A version of it is on the DLS, so you can download, although it may take a bit long while for the dependencies to download. Anyway, yes, so, oh my, wow, bye, thanks for the shout out, thanks. If it doesn't lag too much, I'm also planning on streaming SnowRunner. No promises though, thanks. Well, you're all very, very welcome. Shadows, the stream's been lovely, even though it was interrupted. It was great. Yes, and why? Because of patience and kindness and perseverance. I enjoyed my time here. 7,000 dependencies. There you go, 7,000. So you may want to actually have a first-class ticket on while downloading that. Bye. Yes. I'm just gonna sit here for a few moments in silence, just for the stream to catch up. So bye. And preferably 7,000 gigabytes of free space. Joking, of course. So that's 7 terabyte. Right.